Heart disease is a leading cause of death among many populations. There are many different types of heart disease, and they can be caused by a number of things, genetics included. But more often than not, many of today's heart problems are related to lifestyle choices that lead to a condition known as metabolic syndrome. The term metabolic syndrome refers to a trio of lifestyle diseases that tend to occur together and can increase your chances of developing a heart condition. They can also lead to a number of heart issues, the most common being atherosclerosis and its related condition, coronary artery disease, also known as CAD. Atherosclerosis is narrowing of the walls of the artery due to the buildup of cholesterol and plaque, while coronary artery disease is atherosclerosis of the coronary arteries, or the narrowing of the walls of the arteries that supply blood to the heart muscles. Having CAD is a risk factor for other conditions known as angina pectoris, or chest pain, related to a decrease in the oxygen supply of the heart muscles. CAD can also result in a heart attack, also known as cardiac arrest, which is even more serious. We'll talk more about that later. If you let your metabolic condition go untreated, it can significantly increase your chances of developing heart problems. As scary as all this sounds, the good thing is that metabolic condition is reversible. Better yet, you can use this trio of conditions as a warning sign that you are at greater risk of heart disease. That way, you can do something about it before it gets really serious. Many factors can contribute to the development of this potentially deadly condition and other heart conditions. Some symptoms of heart disease are asymptomatic, making it difficult to recognize early on. But there are early signs to watch out for, and you have to be aware of them before it's too late. So today, we're going to be revealing the 3 warning signs that you have a heart disease. But before we continue, can you do us a favor and like this video? Click on the thumbs up and help us spread the word about heart disease prevention, and ring that bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. We want to make sure you get the latest info so you can live a long, healthy life. And stick around to find out how to get 2 heart healthy free gifts. We guarantee both you and your heart will love them. Now, back to our video. Number 3 in our list of warning signs is one that you may be unaware of until it's too late is high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a silent killer. It is one of the key factors that contribute to heart disease while remaining asymptomatic. You can go for years without knowing that your blood pressure is elevated. To understand blood pressure, let's take a look at how it's measured. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury and involves the reading of 2 numbers, your diastolic blood pressure and systolic blood pressure. The systolic blood pressure reading measures the pressure created when the heart pushes blood into the arteries and throughout the body, while the diastolic blood pressure reading measures the pressure within the blood vessels between each heartbeat. Your blood pressure is a measure of how much blood is pumping through your blood vessels, while measuring how much resistance there is to the blood flow within your arteries. There are a lot of factors that can lead to the development of hypertension. A blood pressure reading of 120/80 mm Hg is considered normal, while anything above 130/80 mm Hg is considered to be high. Some common causes of high blood pressure include stress, smoking, excess alcohol consumption, and obesity. Genetics is also one of the factors in development of high blood pressure. There are many things you can do to reduce your blood pressure. It can include changing your diet to reduce your sodium intake and exercising more. It can also be as simple as losing a few pounds. Studies have observed that with each kilogram of weight you lose, your blood pressure may be reduced by around 1 millimeter of mercury. The importance of maintaining a healthy body weight is not only beneficial for your blood pressure, but it's also going to address another risk factor for developing heart disease: The next warning sign goes to show that those few extra pounds that you hold around your abdomen may actually be more detrimental than you realize. Number 2 on our list is excess abdominal fat. Visceral fat is the type of fat that's stored in the abdominal cavity, close to your vital organs like our stomach and liver. It's often referred to as active fat because of the way that it can interact with the rest of the body, increasing the risk of serious health issues. Studies show that visceral fat can lead to insulin resistance, increased blood pressure, and contribute to type 2 diabetes and other risk factors for heart disease. While it's healthy to have body fat, the kind that layers the abdominal organs can be deadly. Because it lines the abdominal organs, visceral fat is tricky to spot, which is one of the reasons why it's so dangerous. Measuring your waist to hip ratio is an effective way to get an idea of the amount of visceral fat you may have. According to the World Health Organization, a waist to hip ratio that's higher than 0.85 for women and 0.90 for men is indicative of abdominal obesity. Eating a balanced diet, exercising, and reducing stress are all key ways to reduce excess abdominal fat. And by addressing the warning sign, you will be significantly reducing your risk of developing heart disease. One way to reduce abdominal fat is by cutting out added sugars. And this brings us to number 1 in our list of warning signs that you could have a heart disease. At number 1 is high blood sugar. Having hyperglycemia or high blood sugar for prolonged periods of time is a hallmark of diabetes. But it's also a common warning sign that you may have heart disease. After eating a meal that's rich in carbohydrates, our blood sugar naturally increases. This causes the pancreas to release insulin, which triggers the removal of glucose from our bloodstream and into our cells to lower blood sugar levels. Insulin resistance is when the body either becomes unresponsive to insulin or doesn't produce enough of it. This is commonly seen in diabetes, but it's also experienced by individuals with constant high blood sugar. Foods that are rich in carbohydrates naturally cause blood sugar levels to spike. But if our blood sugar is chronically high from consuming too many high carbohydrate foods, it can lead to serious complications. High blood sugar causes a significant amount of inflammation and oxidative stress, which damages blood vessels and the heart itself. Many people who have consistently high levels of blood sugar also have high levels of cholesterol. And since high blood sugar is commonly seen in people with diabetes, it's no surprise that the risk of dying from heart disease and stroke is twice as high in those with diabetes. In fact, research from the National Heart Association shows that 65% of people with diabetes will die of some sort of heart disease or stroke. This only highlights the importance of maintaining healthy blood sugar levels for reducing the risk of developing heart disease. The 15-year study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that participants who consumed 25% or more of their daily calories from sugar were twice as likely to die of heart disease. The study found that eating too much sugar not only contributes to insulin resistance, but it also raises blood pressure and increases chronic inflammation, which are all involved in the pathology of heart disease. But the good news is that high blood sugar levels can be effectively managed by following a healthy, balanced diet and by avoiding those added sugars and carbohydrate-dense foods. Okay, so now we would like to know, do you recognize any of the warning signs from today's video? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to claim both of your free gifts by clicking the link in the description. Stay tuned to Heart Disease Code for more helpful tips and insights to improve your well-being. And before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We want to keep making informative, research-based videos for you. So if you got value from this video and would like more of it, you can send us a super thanks by clicking the thanks button at the bottom of the video. Thanks for watching, and have a heart-healthy day.